Okay, welcome back to Moto2 qualifying at the Red Bull Ring. Joined in the booth by Garrett. How you doing today, sir? Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said all that, though I'm not sure it was picked up by... Well, hold on. Hold on. You can pause on that, because it's still not working. Please hold. We're doing terrific here. We're doing terrific. Try talking now.
I'm talking now.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction. It's unfortunate we had a little bit of technical issues, but I'm doing great. Happy to be here. Just got done eating some dinner, and I'm excited for some racing around Red Bull Ring.
Your dinner looked much better than mine.
Yeah, it was kind of forced on me last minute, but I'm happy it got done, So I will say I've tried something a little bit new today. I got into these guys' pre-race practice lobbies beforehand to kind of get a feel for, what we would see in the race. What I was going to say is already incorrect. We have Phobia putting out the fastest time right now at a 1:33.041 in the practice lobby. They did a 1:33.180, and it was not set by Phobia, so he's already beat his pre-race practice time. I expected to see a high 32 from. I was thinking Nightcrawler one-handed. Both of those guys are very quick around here. And it's still possible, but the bar has been set pretty high right out the gate, which is nice to see. And one-handed setting his first flying lap at a 1:33.6 and some change there, only 0.6 off of Phobia's time. So, just to kind of give a little bit of details here on the pre-race practice and qualifying times and kind of what we can expect to see. Everybody ran the medium soft compound, medium front, soft rear compound for their qualifying practice. Nightcrawl did a 1:33.180, like I said. One-handed was 0.3 off at a 1:33.480, and Phobia did a 1:33.364. So I think what we can expect during the race is probably in the 1:33.7 at the fastest point, but more than likely 1:34.8 to 1:35.3 is kind of where we're going to see the quick guys be race pace out front.
Oh, well, that's a pit stop. So let's fix that, shall we?
Now we've got two guys who haven't set times yet, but they're out there. Jix Rage is on his flying lap. He does have an orange first sector. Obviously, that's going to be the case when you haven't set a time. But clearly, it's probably not going to compete with the first place spot set by Phobia. And a little bit of struggles there from Stock Hazard. He's about 7 seconds off the pace currently. Just wondering if maybe he didn't get some practice in or if he had a mistake on his outlap, but seeing gray sectors from him right now, and it's never a good sign.
They've got plenty of time to make that up, though.
Yeah, maybe it's his in lap and he's going to come in for a tire change. Jix Rage coming through the final sector now. And he does stay on track. He's going to complete this lap. Stock Hazard said, "Hold my beer, I'm not going in for new tires." He stays out and immediately goes way deep into the chicane. And eats it coming out of the chicane. Got some huge gaps here. I'm confused with these times. These guys are usually a lot more competitive. I mean, the top 5 are within 1.1 seconds of each other, but man, from there back to 2.5 or 3 seconds, 7 seconds, and then Veritech, obviously, who hasn't set a time yet, is breaking Nick's cardinal rule.
Yeah, bro. Pick it up.
We appreciate that about you, bud.
Oh, is that what you appreciates about hims?
That's what I appreciates about hims.
We just got a copyright strike from Letterkenny.
That's okay. Gotta thank our sponsors, Letterkenny and Shorzy, for giving us some great content to use.
Give your balls a tug.
Man, these times are really stagnant right now. Nobody's improving. A lot of mistakes there, track invalidations, and hopefully we can see some improvements. Nightcrawl is on an improving lap. The orange first sector. Let's take a look at him really quick. He's going through his second sector, still orange.
I am sorry, I was checked out. It's qualifying. you know how we feel about qualifying here.
Yeah, some people really love it though, and I think I get from our perspective it can be a little boring at times, but there are some guys who have not set some really good times right now that have an opportunity to kind of blow up the front end of the pack.
Who'd we say?
Nightcrawler is coming through. He's coming across now.
That's my bad. And racers, I do care about your qualifying. I genuinely do. I just had the weekend off and I'm doing poorly at catching up on things.
He does move from 4th to 2nd. He's only 33 hundredths off of Phobia's time. So he also improves from his lap earlier in practice, that 133-180. One-handed is struggling a little bit right now to get in a second good lap. Two planes only 2.5 tenths off of his time. We could see one-handed get pushed off the front here if he's not careful. You must push.
You have to push the bike. Push.
Literally get off of it and push it.
Well, if you run out of gas, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no Miller Taxi running around this circuit, bud.
Hey, why isn't Milestone put that in there?
They really should. That'd be a great little addition. There's a lot of little things they could do with this. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily change quality of life for the game, but it would definitely be interesting to watch. Yeah, Veritech moves up. He's only 2.7 seconds off the pace now. Does improve his lap, jumps about 5 seconds, 5.3 seconds up into 7th place there. One-handed, another mistake, and it's before he finishes his first sector. Fast Raj on an improving time, 2 orange sectors. Jix Rage not too far behind him, orange first sector. Looking for Fast Raj here to close down this gap. He should be under a second with what I know he's capable of. Orange third sector still improving.
Okay, that's all right.
And he says, no thank you, we're just going to keep this 6th place position.
I mean, that's pretty dank woolly, though.
Yeah, he's on the soft. I wonder if he ran out of fuel and had to pull back in. Jix Rage. Of course, I said his name and immediately we gray that 3rd sector.
Why'd you curse him, bro?
It wasn't intentional. I do apologize for that, Jix Rage. But don't let words prevent you from getting on the top 3 steps here. Starting the grid. One-handed needs to come out of that pit and make a decisive win. Although this could be... Oh! Jix Rage wheelies out of turn 1 and sends his bike downrange.
You gotta send it, buddy.
One-handed is cutting this close. He just came out of the pit. Takes about a minute and a half to get through the track. Oh, he needs to be careful. He is pushing. We might get a little bit of a gripe there from Fast Raj. One-handed came flying through the chicane, which, you know, I guess technically they're allowed to do because it's on an outlap and they're not making any improvements. But if he messed Fast Raj up, although it looks like Fast Raj is on an outlap too.
I mean, I appreciate that. Oh, let me get through my outlap, but like, I'll leave it at you know, Tina noises.
Yeah, I think the thing is like if you're not affecting anybody else's ability to set a lap, like no harm, no foul, right? Fast Raj doesn't have any sectors lit up, which means he was on an outlap too, and he kind of screwed himself, it looks like, because he's not going to get across the line. I don't think one-handed did either. Yeah, one-handed screws himself there as well. So we got two planes. The only guy out on track right now that can make any improvement, but he's got a gray first sector. He needs a huge second, third, and fourth sector here to come back and take one step up on the
yeah, I mean, he would need
row.
almost a second to make that happen. That's a lot.
Yeah, well, you know, that gray sector, he could only be, you know, 100th off of his current time and still receive gray sectors, right? I mean, so
very true, very true. But he's got to pick up 2 gray sectors. I'm not sure he's going to pick up 8/10.
Well, you'd be surprised, like on the final corner, if you screw up that final corner, you could lose, you know, close to a second time. We'll see. I mean, you're probably right. 3 gray sectors is hard to come back from, but you know, when you're on the limit already, it's always a possibility. Does not look like he does.
Does not look like he does. Well, we have Phobia on pole position. Look at that, a 133 flat. That is a spicy, sir. But look at Nightcrawl right behind him. Only a couple hundredths off. So that's absolutely flying.
33 hundredths.
Yep. Followed by One-Handed. Looking at another strong performance from One-Handed this week. Looking forward to see what he does. 6/10 off. 2-plane, Jix Rage, Whispers, Fast Raj, Veritech, and Scott Hazard. Let me go ahead, take a little screenshot do here, so we can get these boys placed for their race later on this evening. So we will be back next with MotoGP qualifying into our sprint race. Before we take this little break, I have a random factoid. On last Tuesday, Garrett, when do you think we had the highest number of viewers, time-wise?
Are we talking about for broadcast race or video?
Videos.
Highest time?
Yeah, so if you had to break it down like hour to hour through the day, when do you think we had the most viewers?
I don't know. I want to say something weird like noon.
It's way weirder.
Okay, 2 a.m.
6 a.m.
Interesting. That's got to be all of our European fans, you know?
It must be.
It's midday for them. Yeah, we appreciate that about yous.
That is what we appreciate about yous. And if y'all have never seen that Letterkenny Canadian show, fantastic. It'll work.
And the Shorzy spin-off. That's a good one, too.
Give your balls a tug. Alternatively, fuck you, Shorzy.
Yeah, fuck you, Shorzy.
See, this guy gets it. All right, we are gonna take that quick break here, and we will be back shortly with the MotoGP crew. Thanks for watching, guys.
Alright guys, we are back. We are with the MotoGP grid, and usually we wait to come back to broadcast for a little bit. You know, these guys are out doing their out laps, and we just wanted to cut it a little bit earlier here. Seems like there's already some mind games going on. Black Jesus came out, Ryan came out immediately after him, and Black Jesus blew this first chicane, and Ryan parked and waited for him to go ahead so he could get the tow to start their flying lap. So you've still got Black Jesus with Ryan directly behind him. Nick, can we just really quick switch to a TV cam on
Yes.
Jesus or Ryan, either one?
We sure can. Let's do Jesus. Here you go, Jesus.
Jesus. And now he is Black Jesus, so I think Puerto Rican, something like that. So, but he's out here. They're obviously got the red sectors. They're the first ones out on track. So we'll see if Ryan can get a good tow here and disrupt Jesus's times as they come across the line, headed into the third sector, which they're about to cross into 4 now. Downhill, final 2 corners. Nice clean line there from Jesus. A little deep into the final corner. I think that's going to be it. Ryan's going to have the fastest lap. Ryan actually invalidated. Now, let's go over a few things while we wait for Nick to take care of his business. Pre-practice qualifying times saw fastest qualifying of a 25.931 from Ryan. So we're not too far off right now, about 3-4 tenths off from that fast lap. He was running the soft medium at the time. Jesus only ran a 26.2, so he's right there in his wheelhouse, also ran the soft medium. Now, interestingly enough, both of the Yamaha boys, Coco and Sharp, during their pre-practice qualifying sessions were running the hard front medium rear tires, running 126.2s and 126.6s. Now I'm pretty sure at that point they were not attempting race pace unless their mindset was race pace for that whole qualifying session. So if these guys shuck on a soft front and a medium rear, look for Sharp and Coco to also have those faster times in the 125s. Race pace is expected to be in the mid to high 126s per a few of the riders. They're pretty quick boys out here. Jesus and Ryan specifically were running those throughout the week during their weekly practice sessions that they were doing for Red Bull Ring. Now, I was talking to Pit Buyer earlier today, and he expects a lot out of Black Jesus. Being his only KTM rider on the grid, he does expect a win here from Evan Black Jesus or Black Biaggi. If he doesn't get a first place finish here, or even at the least a podium, he might get canned from KTM. We definitely don't want to see that happen, but it is definitely a possibility. Hot Dog it also is at risk of being punted back down to the Gas team. Earlier in the season, about race 6, race 7, Pit Buyer brought him over from factory Honda, who backed out of racing in SERL, and invited him to come race on KTM. But for him to not even show up tonight at their home track, Pit's pretty upset about that. He's talking with Tech 3 Gas to see if they can maybe bump him down to that Gas team. As we've got some more times coming in, we'll just go down the line here. Black Jesus has got that 126.226. He is still out on track. He's got that soft front and medium rear. Ryan holding down the second place currently. He's got a 126.5. It looks like 126.6. He's on the hard front medium rear. Swaggin, his teammate, is holding up third place. He's right behind him. He's only 600ths behind. He's got a soft front medium rear. Next up, we have Coco in 4th place, currently 1.3 seconds back. He's running the hard front medium rear. So that looks like his qualifying tire, that hard front medium rear combo like we talked about. Sharp just takes the 4th place spot from him, only 1 second back from Black Jesus. He's now running the soft front medium rear, so do expect that time to come down a little bit from Sharp there. And bringing up the rear currently, we have McCargo is 1.9 seconds off the pace. He's got the hard front medium rear as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Mr. Hitstick. Hitstick is running medium currently at 1.6 seconds back from the top time. As we come back to Black Jesus, oh, and the man goes down.
That was instant commentator's curse.
That was, yeah, listen, you know, it's not my fault. That dude is on the limit. 3 red sectors, nobody else is getting close to him at this point. Ryan's running grays. Everybody else is on improving laps. He's just trying to show everybody that this is KTM's house, okay? And when you do that, you're gonna have a little accident every now and then. He just needs to make sure that he doesn't do that in the race. That is the most important thing. If we move over to Sharp, he's the next man out on a flying lap. Swagon's invalidated pretty early on there. Oh, Sharp has completed his lap. He's improved 5/10. He's up into the 4th place spot still. Sorry, still in the 4th place spot. Coco is improving. Hitstick improves and McCargo improve, but they stay in the same spots. Sharp, here it is. Sharp's running red first sector. Let's switch over to Sharp, Nick.
On it.
Sharp comes out of that first sector red. See if he holds on to it through the second, or do we give him the good old commentator's curse and he crashes?
He's on a Yamaha, and they've been performing poorly all season, so you know what? It doesn't matter.
That's true. He does go orange through that. He does go orange through that second sector. Yeah, you know, are we talking about real life Yamaha or Yamaha SERL?
You know, you shut your dirty whore mouth. Okay?
I'm just curious where you stand here, bud.
We'll say our guys. We'll just say our guys for now.
Fair enough. Yeah, they've been up and down. I think they're still at the sharper end of the stick when it comes to team points. Let me see if I can pull that up while we're doing a little waiting here.
Oh, well, there he goes. Let's look at some Dark Jesus. Dark Jesus.
Coco's got a red first sector as well. Maybe he's finally coming into those tires. Alright. Give me a minute. I'm going to pull up some data here.
Sure. Second, third sector gray for Black Jesus. He's throwing this one away a little bit. Let's see what Coco's got going on. Well, Coco is in the sand / gravel, so he's not that guy, pal. He is not that guy. Black Jesus wrapping that lap up, looks like without improvement. But Rumham Ryan has 2 red sectors. Let's see, coming towards the end of the 3rd sector here. Oh, look at the 4th is just the last 2 corners. Kind of a short sector there. That's 3 red. See if he can't hold it together, or if he'll get the commentator's curse here as well. Boom, position 1 for Rumham. Moving him about 3/10 ahead of Black Jesus. That's strong.
He does take in, that's a 10th faster than his qualifying time in pre-practice.
So he's still learning.
Yeah, now The thing is, though, Jesus does have some pace that he was on improving laps. If he can slow it down a little bit, cool his tires off, I don't know, hell, he may just push through it. Obviously, he's not going to do it this lap, but he's going to have probably 2 more shots at this to make that improvement. Sharp again, red first sector.
Let's see what he can do with the rest of this lap here.
Ryan, red second sector.
Not looking great from Sharp's perspective, but we'll see what he throws down for this next sector.
Ryan does invalidate there.
Disappointments.
Hey, at least everybody set a lap time. We do appreciate that about yous, boys.
That is what we appreciate about yous.
Jesus, red first sector. Can he make it to? Ryan starting another flying lap. He gets 1 more after this.
Sharp moves up into position 3.
And only 5/10 off of the pace. Swaggin invalidates, hit stick invalidates. Hit stick starting his lap now. He should be able to get another one in as well. Like Jesus, second red sector.
Looking strong.
Does he make it 3?
Sure does. Sure does. That's got to be ahead of Ryan at this point. Using every inch of track.
He is cooking that right side of his front tire too.
That's all right. This lap's over.
Well, he's got another shot. 125.490. Take that first step. That's it. That's it for Jesus. He's done. He came wide out of that first corner and essentially parked the bike on exit. I think we're going to see 4 gray sectors here. Ryan's going to get 1 more flying lap in.
I guess we'll see if he's on a cooldown lap or what his plan is here.
Well, he's on, 125. There's no way Jesus is starting another lap.
Well, with that crash, he's definitely not.
Oh, Ryan goes wide out of turn 1. That's going to be it for him, too. Yep, he is. Don't park it, buddy.
Yeah, don't get DQ'd here.
Nice wheelie there from Ryan. I know you didn't see it on your end, Sharps.
No, we just got it.
Oh, nice. Sharps on a flying lap here. Oh, goes deep, invalidates. We've got Swaggin and Hitstick are the only 2 left. Sorry, Swaggin, Hitstick, and McCargo, but McCargo's pushing gray.
Yeah, he's done.
That was close. Oh, Coco got in another lap. McCargo is not improving at all.
He's doing his parade lap.
This might be big brain move from Mac. He's going to avoid a lot of bullshit at turn 1. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there.
But these guys also know if there's a ton of bullshit, we're going to red flag.
Yeah. Hitstick and McCargo both invalidate. And we've got Coco. It's the last man. Swaggin's on gray sectors. Hopefully these guys don't get in his way at all. Oh, and gray second sector.
Not ideal.
I think Coco's okay. I know this isn't going to be a great starting position for him, but if he did race pace practice all week long, he's used to that hard front tire. He's on the soft front right now, and I think it's hard to cope with going from that hard to soft last minute to try and set that fast lap.
Yeah, it's difficult to cope, and also he's not starting from that far back, middle of the second row. I mean, that's really not that's not awful.
No, and we've got a small grid this week. We've got Smoke Tits is out, and we've got who else? Hot Dog is out. So Both of those guys would be in his face if they were competing, but he's not going to have to deal with that this week.
No, certainly is not. So I guess we'll see how that all goes for these guys. So give us a very quick intermission here. Let these guys load in, do some of their tire changes, things of that nature, and we'll be right back for our sprint race.
That is pretty. That was a good one. 410. Yeah, no, like we're looking at that on the screen here. It's like, holy shit, these guys are all over the screen.
Hades just overtook Hitstick.
Like, these boys are close enough. I'm expecting sexual harassment soon. Oh, what's that? Alba!
Oh, he straight ramped off that fucking, yeah. On my screen, he was in.
Cargo's right on top of the money. Cargo's making a pass.
Yeah, he's down Coco.
Yep.
Hades is long lap.
Wait, Hades?
Hades is a long lap.
Long lap, bro. Long lap.
Probably the same way Rumham Ryan did. And yes, it is the double apex.
Well, he attempted it.
That extremely wide line at the end of 12.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really tight fighting.
How? Wait, this is my question. How the hell is Bigfoot pick almost 9 seconds ahead of the field right now? How is that happening?
So.
Welcome back for our GP sprint race. So, if y'all haven't been here before or haven't heard the rules in a minute, basically this is a 25% race at no fuel consumption and no tire wear. Just, full out. Really good start from Swaggin.
Macargo too.
And runs wide. Wow. Come on, guys. That is super wide.
Coco got on the grass there a little bit. Macargo's up into second. Hey, listen. No crashing through the first sector. Oh, I take it back.
Did you... Are you sure about that? I guess technically that's the second sector.
Sorry, not sorry. That was glorious.
How them Finns doing, boys?
Well, I mean, Biaggi's in fourth, so not too bad.
That's true. Medium, mid Finn.
He's got to be careful, though. He's got to get around Coco quick, otherwise Ryan's going to try to spread this gap.
Ryan's pretty good at doing that.
Coco and Hitstick will slow Jesus down enough that he may not be able to catch up to Ryan. Now, with this track and the GP sprint rules that we have set, there's no fuel, right? No tire wear.
Yep.
So these guys can run power mode 3 throughout the whole thing. If this were the main race, Jesus would have to get around them substantially quicker because this is a very thirsty track and it eats fuel. Oh, bike down. Hit stick down.
Hit stick down. That's going to put hit stick in last position, unfortunately, even with that pretty quick recovery.
And because of that, Jesus, Coco's move to get away from that killed his drive, and Jesus got around him.
Am I the only one that thinks that we should take the chicane back out of that straight?
Absolutely, I fucking hate it.
It's awful. Like, we had one incident, and everybody went, "Oh my god!" Like, it's motorsports, guys. It's inherently dangerous.
Yeah, help me understand something about that too, right? You think about Maverick Vinales turn 1 incident. The brakes failed completely. He had to jump off the bike and
he used brakes
went
that
straight into
devised.
turn 1. Agreed. It was his own fucking fault. But let's say that happens at the chicane. There's nothing to stop a bike from going through the center of that chicane and killing somebody.
So from like
true,
but if you look at the track map, the angle of the dangle is a little bit further off. So I think you're not going to cross the track again, is I guess what I'm saying. Or you're not as likely to.
Guess that depends. That wall, if you look at the wall, the first part of the chicane on that right, it's not very far away from that corner.
Well, let's take a helmet cam coming up into it, or a helicopter cam rather, which is really tight up on this.
Not a good camera angle. Third person's probably the best.
Well, we can do both. We got several laps to go.
Ryan looking really smooth through that chicane.
Ryan is really opening up that gap. As Coco and
Is
Sharp
he?
here.
I think Jesus is closing it down.
Do you?
Yeah, so, but when that incident happened, Jesus was like 1.4, 1.6 back, and now he's 0.8. He's closing him down a little bit.
Well, we got teammates here getting ready to scrap.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to keep our eyes on that.
Yamaha boys. Hey, as a Yamaha owner, don't screw it up.
Yeah, Sharp needs to be careful, because if they come together, it's definitely going to be his fault.
Little out of bounds there for Coco, yet it didn't. Okay, there's his track limits warning. It took a second. Sharp's kind of running away on him, isn't he?
He is. He's got the speed. I mean, we kind of saw it in qualifying when Sharp swapped to that softer compound front. He was able to set the faster time. Coco was not. While we got a second, if you want to go to third person for one of these guys, looks like you already are. I'll take that back.
I want to see this chicane.
For sure. While we're looking at that, I'm going to go through tires really quick. Romam Ryan for the sprint has gone medium.
That was a creative line.
Black Jesus is running hard front, medium rear. McCargo exits the race. Sharp runs medium. Coco runs hard medium. Swaggin Ballsy running a soft front, medium rear, and Hitstick is running hard medium. So quite a few choices out there on tires. And Black Jesus is on top of Rumham Ryan. I think we need to cut to that race.
Yeah, we sure do.
Now, Jesus is going to hang out behind him for a while, and he's going to play this clean. He's either going to have an excellent pass, or Ryan is going to make a mistake. There's really no other way that Jesus is going to go about a pass here.
It can be a difficult track to pass on, in my experience here, but hey, as long as they do it clean, I don't care where they do it, right? Like,
Absolutely.
I felt like he wanted it on the brakes right there.
Yeah, he's just a little bit too far back, but he's got the drive here down into the chicane, and he's on the inside. Ryan outbrakes him. Stays ahead for now. Coco has picked up a long lap penalty. Suspect we'll get a protest there if he picked up a... I'm sorry, where did he get the long lap penalty from?
I don't know. I didn't catch it.
Has he already gone through 5? He's on to 7 track limits warnings? Anyways, we'll come back to that. We'll deal with it after the race.
Problem for another day.
Yeah. Nothing we can do about it. We didn't see it, unfortunately. Man, it's not fun seeing this grid sit at 6.
No.
Gotta be honest.
We're missing quite a few people here.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think this week... Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you want to race with us, hit us up on Discord. Who'd we get?
Yeah.
We got somebody coming in soon, don't we?
We got a few guys that signed up this week. Richie DeMaster, Easy Money Tax, and Sutter with 5 Rs. All 3 signed up recently, joined our Discord. We're just running them through the paces right now to kind of see where they stack up to determine what class we're going to put them into starting out.
Yeah, we just don't want to drop a inexperienced wild card in the GP or somebody that's going to blow the doors off the Moto2 guys, you know, in there either. So
yeah, and with such shortened grids here, you know, we really got to do our math to make sure we put them in the right place.
absolutely. So hopefully we see some of those guys next week. That'd be really ideal, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I spoke with Richie already. He's set his qualifying time around the track that I requested, which was Portimao, you know, because we did preseason qualifying there. He wasn't too far off the pace. He was in pre-practice with these guys in GP earlier, was only 2 seconds off. The big thing for me at this point with Richie specifically is just hearing back some feedback from the other GP guys, see if his racecraft's there. You know, we want to make sure that he can race these guys cleanly and you know, he's not using somebody as a buffer to stay on track or a braking point. You know.
100%, and I'm going to encourage anybody to jump in on the Discord. Even if you don't necessarily want to race this season, practice with these guys.
Yeah,
we've
absolutely.
got some really good mentors in the league here. Ethan with the broken emoji in the chat, hand pink waving. I'm going to assume it is a pink waving hand.
He must be on YouTube. I'm not seeing.
He is on YouTube.
Yeah,
He's on YouTube.
Twitch.
I will send you the restream link here for next week. That way you can take a peek at that, so you can see everybody.
Oh, we got some hard but fair racing up here. Jesus is gonna have to make a final move. It is the final lap. We did miss the penultimate. That's no! Ryan goes down. Black Jesus had the inside line. I think it might have spooked Ryan. Braked a little bit too hard while leaning, lost the front end, and he just handed Jesus this top spot. He was doing so well to hold him off. Now he's got to be careful if he doesn't get it together quick. Sharp's only 7/10 behind him.
Well, while Jesus kind of parade laps his way to a victory.
Okay, stay on him though. We're gonna get a fins up wheelie across the line, I'm sure.
You think we are?
Oh, absolutely. He's got a 4-second gap at this point.
Let's see here. Let's see how high these fins go.
There it is.
That is some big finnage.
Ryan's going to hang on to second place, followed closely by Sharp. Coco, with the long lap penalty, is ahead of Swaggin, but we'll see what happens. I feel like we're going to get a protest there. I do not think he attempted it. Cool.
Yeah, we'll have to address some of that in post-race. But man, Ryan, you threw it away, bro. You had it. You had it all, and you gave it to a KTM? Hell's wrong with you?
Listen, Black Jesus knew what was going on. Yes. Black Jesus knew what was going on. Pit Buyer said, if you don't win here, you are fired. He took that rebar out and threw it in Rumham. Ryan spoke. We're going to have to review this later.
Might have been a broomstick. I saw a broomstick. We will have to review.
Black Jesus is also a witch.
You know what else floats? No Monty Python?
Oh, no. Yeah, you lost me.
The answer was a duck. Lead would have also been acceptable for what floats.
Nice.
Yeah. All
So
right.
we've got Black Jesus taking out the #1 spot with also the best lap. He was trying to get that bonus today, running a 125.424. Rumham Ryan taking the second spot. Unfortunate spill there, runs a 126.293. Sharp takes third. Coco currently in fourth. This is the finalized results. Even though he's showing a long lap penalty and Swaggin finished directly behind him, it is showing him still ahead. So we'll take a look at that. Swaggin taking the 5th place spot and Hitstick round out the top with 6th place.
Okay, well, we took so long that it dropped us back into the lobby. So, give us a few minutes here, guys and gals. We will be right back for our Moto2 race, and we will see y'all then. Okay, welcome back for the Moto2 race of the evening at the Red Bull Ring. Any predictions here, Garrett?
Man, I don't know. Phobia had some really good pace, so I think it's between Phobia and One-Handed for me.
Well, starting here on one-handed, what we'll call an okay start. Although looking pretty good through turn one there.
Stock Hazard jumps the start, dives into the long lap penalty lane. That's one attempt through. Does not complete it, but he did attempt the first one. D Veritech cuts the chicane hard. Now this is what we expect to happen as always. Nightcrawl wants to get out front, go full power, put a huge gap between him and second place, and then try to manage. The thing that he's going to have to worry about here is One-Handed has made it through the group unscathed this time, and he is not going to allow Nightcrawl to go into power mode 1 the entirety of the race, so that he's got a bunch of fuel left over. Now remember, this track is thirsty, so you really got to be paying attention to your fuel in this one. The gauge is a little bit messed up. Thanks, Milestone. And you got to be watching the bar and not, plus or minus on the fuel like the percentages show.
Right. And I think this is a good position for somebody like One-Handed. Pretty analytical guy. I think he's going to be looking at that. I don't think he's going to get caught up in the emotion of chasing Nightcrawl. So I suspect we're going to see him be able to go the distance. How hard he's going to be able to push Nightcrawl is really the question.
Yeah, I think just his presence is going to be enough. I mean, from my understanding, he has not gotten much practice in. I mean, he's got some natural ability, and he's able to run quickly. But, you look for that inconsistency to be an issue because he hasn't practiced as much.
Who's that, Nightcrawl?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. If you're not practicing, you're not ready for, if something happens, your reaction time's slower, right? Absolutely. So if you're used to the front, maybe the front wants to tuck in a certain corner, and it starts to happen with enough practice, you might be able to recover from that. Whereas if not, you go like, oh shit, I lost the front, and that's it. So I think just One-Handed being behind him is going to be a lot of pressure. And I'm not sure that he can do it. Also, with these two, if they start scrapping, Phobia is going to come back into this fight, just naturally. And we've got a good fight going on towards the back, too. You've got Fast Raj 2 playing and Phobia all within a second of each other.
Let's take a look at those guys, then. Because Whispers, I thought, was doing a little dance, but not quite. Nine laps. God, I forget how short this track is.
It's a very quick track for sure. One-Handed had a better final sector. He's closed the gap down to 1/10, headed into turn 1.
Not able to make the pass.
Oh, he's going to make it coming out of one, though.
There he goes.
And he sure does. And that's those little things. Nightcrawl had that pressure. He went a little deep into turn 1, and One-Handed was on him.
He's just got to stay consistent and lead the race from up there. If he starts pushing too hard, he's going to run out of fuel. But kind of like we discussed, I don't think he's going to fall for that trap.
No, I mean, you look at this now, though. What happened? Phobia is already down to 1 second. So he shaved off 8/10 there, partly because of that overtaking and that infighting between the front two. But he's also quick, so he's doing a little bit of this work on his own. Down to 7/10 now. Back from Nightcrawl. Nightcrawl's falling off a little bit at 5/10 back. While we got a moment here, I'll go through this. One-Handed is running medium front, soft rear. Nightcrawl running the same. Phobia is running medium hard, so there's a possibility he has better tire at the end. Oh, Nightcrawl dive up the inside going into the penultimate corner.
A little bit of
he leads.
Interesting line, though.
He leads onto the start-finish straight.
Turn 1 looks a little tight here. Oh, there he goes. Nightcrawl's out.
Told you, those mistakes can't happen. He lost the front going into turn 1, right at the apex, and that's dropped him back into 5th place. And look at what happened. Now you've got Phobia and One-Handed fighting for it. Phobia did, I think, a little spook there. He dropped back from about 4/10 to 1.3 seconds from One-Handed.
Having to dodge some motorcycles there.
Yeah, I mean, Nightcrawl was off track. He was clearly out of the way, but you never know what the bike's going to do. Thanks, Milestone. So probably felt like he had to dodge, but look, he's already closed it back in 3/10. He's right on One-Handed's tail. So One-Handed's just got to manage this race now. And you've got Two-Plane, Fast Raj, and Nightcrawl all within 1.2 seconds of each other here. 3rd through 5th, the battle for 3rd place is about to ensue.
These boys are looking strong. They're definitely doing well here. Just Stock Hazard is having one hell of a night, isn't he?
Absolutely. He did complete one of those long laps, though. So he had the jump start. He cleared one of the long laps. So obviously at this point, we're not going to require him to complete the long lap. He's already made 2 attempts at least. But
the guy's trying. I'm certainly
he
not
is,
trying to give him a
absolutely.
hard time.
No, not at all. Just want to help the viewers understand how we kind of decide things. Phobia takes turn 1 from One-Handed.
One-Handed
and gets the
little
drive
touch
out.
there as an answer.
That's okay. He said, "Here, hold my bodywork paint." Gives him a little touch. I'm gonna start going back through tires really quick. Two-Plane is ballsy as hell. He's running soft. Fast Raj also on the soft compound. Their tires are, man, front tires at like 50% almost already for both of these guys. Whisper's running soft as well, and Veritech medium soft, and Stock Hazard medium soft.
Yeah, soft front is a decision for sure. I think that's the nice
Yeah,
way to put it.
I'm a little curious with this One-Handed Phobia thing, if One-Handed let him by, or if he's content to just sit behind and watch Phobia's lines and then try to make a move towards the end to take it at the last moment from Phobia.
I mean, again, we know Hal. We know One-Handed. He's a bit of an analytical guy, right? So I think that is certainly an option that he's just going to say, okay, let's see what we can see here, and wait for him to make a mistake, or wait to see where he's weak, and strike there.
I gotta be honest, I think we've got the answer already. Phobia is spreading this gap out to a second almost, and I think the problem is tires. You know, Phobia is running that hard rear, and One-Handed is running that soft rear. Oh no, we've got Veritech dropped. Oh, everybody dropped.
Nope, the game crashed.
Thanks, Milestone.
Ah, Milestone.
So
what lap were we on?
I want to say 5. So
Over halfway.
yeah, we could call it, or we can restart with a 3-lap sprint with fuel and everything off.
Well, let's do this. Let's put you gentlemen to and ladies, to a quick break. We will hash it out here in race direction, and we'll come back with an answer.
Yeah, we'll put a timer on it.
Okay, bye. Okay, guys, after some discussions in race direction here, I think we've come up with a plan to call the Moto2 race where it was. I believe we were on lap 6 at the end there, and we feel that is sufficient for the race, and starting a quick little 3-race sprint would not have been fair to the guys. So, Garrett, what are our final standings for that race?
Yeah, so at the end of lap 5, which was the last lap we completed, the order was Phobia in first place, One-Handed in second, Two Plane in third, Nightcrawl in fourth, Fast Raj in fifth, Veritech in sixth, Whisper seventh, and Stock Hazard eighth. And then we had a disconnect from Jix Rage, putting him at ninth.
Well, congratulations to all the racers. Of course, feel terrible for you guys with that disconnect, but thanks, Milestone. Not necessarily how it should have gone, but thanks, Milestone.
You can't see me right now, but I'm giving you the pasta fingers, Milestone.
They push the game not hard enough.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I know we're going to go back to break really quick before we start this next race, but this happens every single time any of the esports shit goes on. Every single time they're doing esports stuff right now, with Milestone and Dorna and whatnot, like the actual guys, and they're doing the Rising Stars stuff. Every time they start some new esports thing, we have struggles.
Yeah,
it's happened like that every year for 3 years. There's always some bullshit excuse from some nobody who doesn't know what they're talking about, but that is my legitimate opinion about it.
Well, we see it both with the esports and with a release of a new game.
Yeah.
They're clearly giving resources to not regular players / us.
Yeah, for sure. When the new games come out, you see the support pulled from the previous game. And usually it's 2 months before the new game releases. It's like they start porting over, but the game's not fucking out yet. So, again, pasta fingers. Thank you, Milestone. We appreciate you.
Bippity boopity, fix your game in a doopity. Ha. Ha. Anyway,
right.
Before I get strung up on the internet for that hate crime, we'll be back with our MotoGP main. Thank you guys for hanging around, and we will be back shortly. Okay, welcome back for our final race of the evening. Couple moves there, so of course we called it at the issue with the Moto2 race. We lost to a McCargo, but we picked up a Richie, brand new racer, to our league here. So a lot of pressure / no pressure all at the same time. Let's see how he does.
Oh my God, somebody's gonna die.
Nobody
Holy
died.
fuck! Sharp dove into turn 1. I don't know how he made that stick. Did he stay on track?
Looks like he did, just based on his penalties.
Biaggi goes deep into the chicane. So does Ryan. Ryan says, fuck it, I'm just gonna go though.
Wow, Richie moves
This
up
is a-
into 4th, so he's in the thick of it now.
Making that gas look better than it is. We take that. You know, so we were talking to some of the guys between races. You know, generally we don't just throw a rider into an event like this, but we talked to everybody. They felt comfortable with him being there, and he was only a second and a half or 2.5 seconds off their pace. So, I mean, that's about where I was. You know, so if he's got the racecraft and the consistency, he could be up there.
Yeah, but you were trash, so.
Let's not say that.
We're saying that just for the sake of calling you trash, if nothing else. It doesn't matter if it's true or not.
I disagree.
You disagree that it doesn't matter if it's true or not? Okay. So you agree it's true.
Oh, man down. There goes
Hit stick. Oh no.
And Swaggin's way out there, dude. He is fucking flying.
He's got 8 more laps to continue to fly. Man, look at Richie here. He's looking good.
He is. He's holding up Ryan, too, a little bit.
Well, we'll see what Black Jesus and Ryan have to say about that.
Oh, Ryan's going up the inside of Biaggi. Oh, Biaggi gives him the undercut. Straightens it out. Ryan gets no drive. Biaggi says, hang on. I need to get around this guy quick. First and second are flying away. Richie goes a little deep. Biaggi gets in under him.
He's making it happen, though.
He is. He must like this track.
Is that a test livery?
He is on a test livery.
So I know your feelings about those. That's why they're banned.
That's why I'm so quiet.
Have we ever talked about my feelings on test liveries?
You love them, I'm sure.
I adore them, dude. I think they are better than the real liveries, honestly.
It's just fucking carbon fiber black. What do you mean you love them?
There's different blacks. Some are matte black, some are gloss black, some are... I don't know.
Not in this game. Maybe in real life, but not in this game.
In real life. Test
Swaggin
liveries
goes
are badass.
so deep. Hang on. Swaggin just blew turn 1, and I'm not sure he picked up a track limits warning for it.
He's got 2 of them.
I don't think he picked up a track limits warning.
Thanks, Milestone.
As soon as I saw him off track, I looked up and did not see any change.
Thanks, Milestone.
Because usually it gives it to these guys when they re-enter the track, and he did not. But Coco, look at this. Coco's running some hot laps. He's staying out front. Biaggi's got to close this gap down.
He is closing that gap down.
I guess not really. He doesn't really. He just needs to stay ahead of Ryan for the points. Although he is running without his KTM teammate, so if he wants to stay ahead in the constructors or get ahead in the constructors, he's got to finish as high as he can.
Man, I think we got the view right now, though, in these guys. Rumham's really looking to make a move. He has been for quite some time.
Oh, for sure. It's only a 10th back off of Richie. Oh, it rides his tail. Richie just a little bit slower, breaks a little bit earlier into that penultimate corner. Ryan touches that tire, loses his drive. You know, and now he's 4/10ths back off of him. Again, early onto the brakes there.
Ooh, a little bit of contact. His corner entry is better, but Richie's exit is better by the looks of it. So they're playing that game of cat and mouse.
Yeah, slow in, fast out, fast in, slow out.
This is very familiar to on track with me. My corner entry tends to be pretty good, and exit tends to be trash. But Rumham gets around him.
He sure does. Yeah, Richie went just a little deep into that corner and gave the spot to Ryan. Jesus is closing them down. He's only 5/10 back off of Coco now. Coco's still about 6/10 back off of Swaggin, so we got enough laps here. If we go at least 50% distance, you know, it'll be over, right? But if this race goes the full length, Jesus could easily end up in that #1 spot again.
I like how we're just anticipating a crash at this point.
Well, it's fucking milestone. It's a milestone.
They push
cross
the
the
servers
fingers.
too hard.
Oh, Coco makes a huge mistake. Jesus thought about a fucking dive under, but checks up because he knew Coco was going to be slanging back onto the race line.
Probably a good move.
Yeah, smart play for sure. And Jesus is going to drag him out here. Not quite close enough for the chicane. See if he gets him on the uphill.
Oh, Swaggin
Swaggin
tucks the
goes
front
down.
end.
Man down. Bike luckily did not come back on track. That allows Ryan through.
So maybe the chicane does work.
Yep, Swaggin now is just barely ahead of Coco, Sharp, who has made it past Richie. So we've got Coco out front, 5/10 gap back to Black Jesus, who's going to close him down rather quick. Jesus is going to keep this clean, though. Same thing as with the sprint race. He didn't want to be the bully here, you know, and push somebody off the line to make a pass. But he definitely does want to get past. He's still got 5.5 laps to do it, so plenty of time.
4.5.
No rush. Laps 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 5 laps.
And they're halfway through the 5th lap.
Yeah, so 5.5.
So 4.5.
5.
Okay, whatever you say. Yes, dear.
Still have lap 6, lap 7, lap 8, lap 9, and lap 10. That's 5 laps.
Okay.
So now there are 5 laps remaining.
Whatever you say.
It's simple economics, Batman. Anyways,
Not
we've
even
got
economics,
Ryan
economics.
close.
Jesus.
Yeah, we got Ryan closing the gap now to Jesus. He's within 6/10. Sharp Jenna is 5/10 back, 2/10 back from Swaggin, so there's a fight back there still. You know, Jesus now needs to be careful with Ryan right on the tail. If he doesn't get around Coco quick, there's a possibility they both make a mistake and Ryan dives up the inside and claims that #1 spot in one
Yeah,
corner.
these are dangerous riders for each other right now.
So while we're sitting here, let's go through some tire data. Coco's running medium front, medium rear. Black Jesus is going to probably have a better end of the race running hard front, medium rear. Ryan running hard front, medium rear. Swaggin went hard, opposite of his sprint tires. Sharp is running the medium. Richie medium, and Hidstick hard medium.
Yeah, no real consensus there. Doesn't seem to be any setup that's more prevalent than the other.
The most important thing I took out of it is there were only 2 rear options, medium and hard, which Hidstick picks up a long lap penalty. Jesus says, turn 1, thank you. Stays on track, gets the drive out, stays ahead of Coco.
With that
Now
hard
Ryan's
tire
gotta
that might
do the hard-
continue.
Yep. And Ryan's got to do the hard work here. Oh, Coco goes deep. Crazy line. That is super dangerous. I gotta say, that is a reckless riding from my point of view. That was super dangerous.
Yeah, I think he knows what he did, though.
Well, I can't say he gave up the spot to either one of them. I mean, obviously he came out on the wrong end of that stick, but
The wrong side of hit stick?
yeah, well, he's still ahead of him, so I guess not quite. But we may have to ask him to go get his own switch at the end of this race, because that's a paddling.
That's a paddling. Enter the chicane like a D-bag. That's a paddling.
Yeah, you know, and that was a rough move from Coco, which Ryan's now about 8 tenths back off of Jesus, and with Jesus having clear air, you might spread this gap out. Ryan probably just hoping to do some damage limitation here. Now, I will say, Jesus's biggest issue that we've seen throughout this season is consistency. He crashes a lot. Whether he's trying to catch up and regain spots or trying to just push the gap as far as he can. He likes to push really hard, and that pushes him into some mistakes too. He gives that push, right? And so, you know, that's something we have to be wary of, as he does bobble the front end there a little bit into the chicane. I think Coco was just a little anxious back there through the last lap of staying out in front, because he knew if these guys got ahead, they were going to take off, and that's exactly what they're doing.
But they're taking off almost independently. Black Jesus is just running away.
Absolutely, yeah.
Guys, I wanted a last lap battle. Make it happen, boys. You can do it.
Yeah, Swaggin, we're going to need you to fight with Coco so we get a last lap battle, bud.
Actually, if you could just crash them all out, I approve. Pull a Garrett. No?
Yeah, I'm not going to go into that.
Pretend it's smoke tits and crash them out.
Okay, mission accomplished.
Yeah,
Clear to go. So I did just get word back from McCargo. Something came up. He wasn't able to get back in time, so he just wanted us to go without him.
Well, McCargo, family man. Could be a million
Family
things.
man, McCargo Airlines, McCargo Daycare. The man is multifaceted business owner. He's got to take care of business. That business is family.
Business owner? I was going to say, you mean multiple young children? Is that his multifaceted business?
Yeah, absolutely. Like fucking 18 of them. It's wild. It's a small plane. Oh no! Jesus' controller died?
Is that what happened there? Oh, that would be such a shame.
He did not plug his controller in, boys. He makes a huge mistake. He drops back down to 5th place. Oh,
charge your batteries, my guys.
That. Yeah, come
It's
on,
race
guys.
night.
We've been doing this for 5 seasons now. There's no excuse. Okay.
Or
Maybe
plug
you
it
dropped
in.
the joint. I don't know.
Well, you don't
need
want the rug to catch
attached
fire.
to a gravity bong, so you don't have to take it off. Okay.
Oh,
Ryan now 2.4 second gap over Coco. Listen, this is over for Jesus. I don't think he's going to be able to catch Swaggin.
no, he can't.
This is it. The closest thing we have is Swaggin and Sharp, and I think Sharp got by on Swaggin during that, and he's going to pull away from him. We're on the final lap now, as we yet again missed the penultimate lap. Shame on us.
It's become a joke now.
There you go. Swaggin is closing. Jesus only 1.1 second. If these guys fight too much, he's back in it for a podium spot. I can't believe I just said that out loud, but if these guys fight too much, he is in it for a podium spot.
I don't know, man.
He started this lap
fifth.
1.3 seconds back. He is, yeah, but 3rd place is 1 second in front of him. He started this lap 1.3 seconds back. He's at 1 second right now.
You can
These
be the
guys are
cheerleader. I'm going to
fighting.
be the doubter.
I mean, he is Team KTM, and Pit Buyer will fucking fire him. So he's 5 tenths back now from Swaggin. And Swaggin's only 2 tenths back from Sharp. There is still a podium opportunity here, people.
Yeah, you're banned from firing him. So, bitch.
Well, I'm not Pit Buyer, so
Are you sure?
clearly I can't.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Oh, he's in 4th.
Oh, Sharp makes a huge mistake.
What's swagging out of fuel?
Swaggin into 3rd place. Lick my grits. Swagon's out of fuel. What is going on here? Sharp is out of fuel.
They must be. They must have ran out of fuel.
Sharp and Swagon are out of fuel. Hitstick's gonna end up. He teases the boys. He does a little endo. He says, "You guys suck. You manage your fuel better." And he endos again across the line. These guys are hoping to just coast across the line now. Swagon makes it. Sharp is. You need to push, man. Get off that bike and push, buddy. You got this.
He's gonna
6
make
seconds.
He's gonna make it.
4 seconds.
Oh,
3 seconds. Oh, look at him with no fuel. Accelerates across the line.
Yeah, I like how having no fuel, you magically accelerate once you finish the race. Like, ooh, reserve tank. Fucking thanks, Milestone.
Oh my God, people! These guys were fighting each other so much that they ran out of fuel. They forgot about fuel. And Hitstick says, "Thank you. I'll take the 5th place."
I have a pro tip about motorcycles and fuel. When you put gas in them, they go just a little fucking faster.
Can we just also really quick note that Richie, our rookie of the night,
just took 4th?
4th place. I think we found a newcomer to the GP class. Richie, welcome to the club.
Richie, good job at managing your fuel. I'm gonna start you there. Jesus. Anyway,
We'll take it.
Congratulations to Rumham Ryan for taking 1st place there. Coco in 2nd. Black Jesus in 3rd with the fastest lap of the night. Richie, our rookie, our, I guess, super rookie, right? 1st race ever, taking 4th. Hitstick in 5th. Swaggin and Sharp, just shame. For shame.
It's almost as bad, guys, as not setting a lap time in qualifying, okay? Like,
I think it's worse.
We'll take that. This is bad. So Hitstick had a long lap penalty at the end and still finished ahead of Swaggin. Come on,
because he had gas.
Come on. I'm just saying. You got to figure that out, Swaggin. You're like, come on, please.
They're a whole lot faster. A whole lot faster when you put fuel in them. Just
oh
a,
my
just
God,
a thought.
what a finish.
Well,
I called it. Jesus, back on the podium.
You
Damage
did.
limitation done.
You did. I mean, I don't think you quite thought it was going to be because they ran out of fucking fuel, but
Nah.
But hey, man, a win's a win.
A win
is a win. So, congratulations to everybody here. Next week at Catalunya. That is the 14th, starting at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You have anything for the people before we head out for the night?
Nah, just again, nice little golf clap for Richie DeMasta taking 4th place.
Seriously.
Welcome to SERL, buddy.
Welcome, welcome. We look forward to having you race with us more. Good job filling your tank. These poor guys are not gonna live this down for a while, are they?
No, and Jesus, I just got word from KTM HQ. Pit Buyer wants to talk to you about when you get back to the paddock.
Oh. Is he fired?
I mean, I could understand being disappointed having a 1.3 second gap and then controller dies, you know.
Hey man, he came home with a podium.
That's such a level of disrespectful operator error that, like, I don't know that Pit Buyer can cope with that. And with Richie ended up in 4th place, maybe he gets the bump to the KTM bike. We'll have to see.
I'm just gonna say, cope-harder. All right, y'all. We will see you next week. Hit us up in the Discord or on any of the comments if you got anything for us. Otherwise, like I